Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you may be. Welcome to another episode of your Average Day Joes. I'm your host, C.
And Jay, so
What's going on, everybody? Happy Monday. We're back at it again. Sorry we are late. We did have somewhat of an emergency. Jay, hope everything's okay. What's going on, brother?
mom had to go to hospital. Her vitals were all low, so that's where I was.
Yeah,
Literally like about, hour and a half, 2 hours ago. So I had to call emergency and stuff.
yeah, definitely, definitely.
Yeah, so
Always
yeah.
sucks, man. Got your mom's in prayers, though, bro. I hope everything will be okay.
Yeah. Hopefully, man. She just her vitals were really low, so
Yeah, that's not good, man. That's
yeah,
not.
no.
Hopefully, you'll be all right, brother.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let us get into some, I guess, Jay, did you know facts real quick? So let me get into these with you. Jay, did you know that the shortest war in history lasted just 38 minutes?
No, I did not know.
It was the Anglo-Zanzibar War of 1896, and it was between the British Empire and Sultanate of Zanzibar. The Sultan surrendered after less than 1 hour.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I guess they didn't have an army really or nothing.
Yeah. Just to let you know on the TT, the TikTok,
Yeah,
it's yeah, you would have to press it manually, I think.
yeah, exactly. So it's not gonna do it.
Oh, okay, okay.
It's all good.
Yeah, just letting you know.
All right. And Jay, did you know that sea cucumbers fight off predators by ejecting their internal organs?
I did not know that.
Yeah, they literally launch their guts out their butt to distract threats, then grow them back like it's nothing.
Damn,
Yep, pretty crazy, right?
that is crazy.
Let's see. You know what? Real quick before I get into the next one, I'm actually gonna see if there's a way to maybe do it manually with the TikTok because we do want to.
Yeah,
We
with
want to
this
go
that
out to everybody. You know
yeah
what
when I went on it, yeah, it's you just have to do it
I mean? Yeah.
manually, like you said.
I'll see if it works. Hopefully, it works for some reason
Yeah.
on our
Well, I could
other.
have done it right here. I could have done it right here.
Oh
So
yeah, yeah, but I guess it would just only be you though on it. you know. So
no, but that's what I mean. I'm sure
I guess
I'm sure you could do it.
it would work the same way there because then it would just show me on it. So it will be the same on yours, brother, if you can, because it's going to be the same
No,
exact thing.
because then I can't see you. I can't see you though.
That's what I'm saying it will be the same way if I
You know
hit
what I
live.
mean? It'll just see me.
It'll be exactly the same on my end. So
So it's not. Oh, so it's not.
it's not going to be
Wow,
part of the
that's
show.
weird.
Yeah, yeah,
That's
yeah.
weird. That's very odd. It's
So,
okay. I'm sorry.
so yeah, we'll
It's
just
all right.
we'll figure that one out for tomorrow.
Yeah, yeah. That's weird.
All good. All good. All right, Jay, did you know? You probably did know this one because you are into health, but did you know that human bones are about 5 times stronger than steel of the same density?
I, I knew they were dense, but I didn't know they were that dense.
Yeah, your femur can support up to 30 times your body weight before breaking.
Damn, 30 times?
30 times.
Wow,
Yep.
that's crazy.
See, that is crazy. The body sometimes, you know what I mean? When you find out certain facts like that is just like amazing, like you're amazed by that shit.
Yeah, definitely. I had no idea of that.
Yeah. But if you didn't have any idea of that, then I'm sure you didn't have any idea of this. Jay, did you know that Napoleon once was attacked by a horde of bunnies?
Napoleon, the France from
Yeah.
France, Napoleon? No, I
Uh-huh.
didn't know that.
Yeah. He planned a rabbit hunt for his men, but his staff bought tame rabbits who charged him instead of running.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right. And for my last fact for Jay, did you know that the heart of a blue whale is the size of a small car?
I did know that.
Yeah. Crazy, right? I think I actually did say that to you before. Now that I think
Yeah,
about
I do. Yeah, I remember hearing it.
it. Yeah. And we got King Boogie in the house. They say, sing a song. And we got Lucky Dunn in the house. They say, hi. What's going on, Lucky Dunn? Nice to
What's
see you.
up?
King Boogie, we are not a karaoke show, so we do not sing songs on here. But we sometimes on Effort Fridays, we do play songs for others. And because on Effort Fridays, we don't mind getting copyrighted. So we definitely do that for you guys. But yeah, only Fridays, my friend. So you got to catch us on the Friday. All right, let us move on. And today, Jay, I'm gonna give you. I'm gonna give you for my top 10. It's gonna be the top 10 real places on Earth that feel totally alien.
Alien?
Yeah, it feels like you're on Mars.
Oh, okay.
At number 10, we got the door to hell, which is located in Turkmenistan. It's a massive crater that's been burning nonstop since 1971. And scientists tried to burn off gas, it never stopped.
Oh,
Crazy, right?
I know that one.
Yeah, that's crazy though, huh? It's just like
Yeah.
a nonstop burning since 1971, bro.
Yeah. Gates to hell. We
Yeah,
know
exactly.
for sure.
At number 9, we got the catacombs of Paris, France.
Yes, sir.
You heard
I know
about that,
that.
one, right?
Of course.
Over
Reported on it.
Yeah, over 6 million skeletons are buried underground in twisted, haunted tunnels. Crazy. And number 8, we got Lake Netrone, which is in Tasmania. The water there turns animals into stones like statues due to its extreme alkalinity. You heard about that one, Jay?
Not that one.
Yeah.
Not that one.
At number 7, we got the Socotra Island in Yemen. It's home to dragon's blood trees and plants that don't exist anywhere else on Earth.
I don't know if I've heard of that one.
Yeah, that's
Doesn't sound too familiar.
I don't even know what a dragon's blood tree looks like.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
I want to
Yeah.
no, man. Dragon's blood tree. Let's see what this. Oh, those I've seen those before. I'm gonna post this for the people real quick. Show them what a dragon's blood tree looks like. So
Yeah, post it so I can see it. I'm curious.
that's what it looks like, guys. In case you've never seen it before, it's kind of like that. So, yeah, it's a tree. It's a tree.
Oh, I've seen this. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's okay. So I have heard of that then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Number 6, Mount Romaya in South America. It's a flat top mountain with its own weather system and species found nowhere else.
Yeah.
It's actually received real life inspiration from the Lost World and looks like Avatar's Pandora.
Okay.
Crazy, right?
Yes, sir.
At number 5, we got the Blood Falls of Antarctica. Blood red water pours from a glacier, and it's not from an ancient sacrifice.
That's interesting.
Right? Pretty crazy. But at number 4, we got the Spotted Lake in Canada. In summer, the water evaporates and leaves behind colorful mineral circles.
All right.
At number 3, we have the Boiling River in the Amazon rainforest.
I know that one.
You heard of it?
Yeah, I know that one.
Crazy, right? It's a real river that's hot enough to kill anything.
Yeah, it'll kill you. Yeah, any animal too. If you jump in, you're fucked. I read about that one.
It says
yeah.
Yeah, it says that scientists still don't fully understand it, and locals call it sacred.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's boiling, so like you said, if anything goes in it, you're fucked. Like absolutely fucked. It's like you're jumping in a fucking pot. You know what I mean? It's boiling. You're screwed.
I wonder, like, why the scientists haven't been able to figure that out. You know,
there's a lot of things scientists can't figure out, man. So that's definitely one of them. I read about that.
And then number 2, we got the Blue Hole of Belize. It's a giant underwater sinkhole so deep and dark, it's like diving into space.
I think I've seen it. Honestly. Yeah. When you said blue, I think I've seen it.
Yeah. And at number 1, we have the Wadi Rum of Jordan. And that has been used as a stand-in for Mars in Hollywood, and for a good reason. Endless red desert, strange rock formations everywhere. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Crazy. All right. Well, let us move on. That is our Jay Did You Know segment and our top 10 facts for the day. Let us get into some sports for you guys. By the way, shout out to the 9 people watching. Sorry if we missed you on TikTok today, but we are, I don't know, something happened and we are not able to get on TikTok. So sorry for that, guys. But yeah, shout out to the 10 people watching. Let's get into some sports and NBA with Jay. What's going on in the NBA, bro?
NBA yesterday, so it was Thunder. You know, obviously the finals, Thunder and I forgot who they're playing. You know, let
Yeah,
me pull it up.
Pacers.
Pacers, yeah, but they mollywopped them yesterday.
How do they?
Yeah, it was light work. They were up by like 20 something the whole game, so
Oh,
it was easy. You know, it looked like the first game, except this time they didn't take their foot off the pedal. They just gassed out all the way to the end. So
yeah, pretty much.
yeah, they had the big lead and kept it all game.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, so the first game they let off. You know, they were up by whatever, and then they let off. This time they just said nope. So
Right, right.
yep.
Like we ain't letting y'all do that no more to us.
Yeah, no, yeah, they did work. It was easy. The next game is on Wednesday, so
Oh, it's on Wednesday.
yeah.
Yeah, it looks like Pacers. They didn't really have anybody really scoring for them. I mean, Siakam had 15 points, and he had I'm sorry, the highest scoring was 17 points, which is Halliburton, and then you had Siakam at 15.
But that's if you look at the first game, it was the same thing,
Yeah, yeah.
same exact thing.
I mean, yeah, but the first game, the Oklahoma didn't score as much. So
That's what I'm saying. So
yeah.
that because I don't know why they kept their foot off. I don't know why.
And Gilgis, it helped that Gilgis Alexander had 34 points that game.
He had 40 the first game.
Yeah,
You see what I mean? So he that's what I mean. Like they had the recipe to beat him. The first game they just let their foot off the gas. That's it.
Well, you know who really stepped it up for them in that game, right?
Which one?
In this last game that they just had,
No, I didn't watch it.
Caruso, he had fucking 20 points, man.
Oh, off the bench.
Yeah,
Nice. Caruso.
Caruso coming
I
through.
remember. He won with the Lakers that 1 year.
Yeah, I know. Caruso. He was always a good player. Like he was a fan favorite. I
Oh,
remember everybody
hey,
hella loved him.
stop. Come here.
You know, like yeah, everybody was actually not happy that Lakers got rid of him because he was a good player. He was very good defensively and he could shoot. So
That's what I mean. So
yeah,
he with his 20, that helped a whole lot. So
yeah, definitely.
yeah, yeah.
All right. And did you have any trending NBA topics?
No, not at all. Not
Cool.
because since it was yesterday. So
Yeah. All right, then let us get into some MLB games. What's going on in MLB, man?
what's going on, man? We have two current games right now. We got Battle of LA. We got Dodgers and Padres. Southern
Nice,
Cal battle, man.
nice. What's the
Six
score there?
six.
What?
Bottom of the eighth. 6-6. So they're playing in San Diego, I believe. So yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, hopefully the Padres mollywop these fuckers.
Hopefully they do, man. It's 6-6. So the Southern Cal battles are always good.
Yeah.
So that's current right now, and the Mariners and Diamondbacks are current. Top of the ninth right now. The Diamondbacks are up 4-0, so that should be an easy win.
Right. Right.
Let me see the rest of the games. We got not too many. Reds and Guardians played, and Reds won 7-4. Pirates beat the Marlins 10-3. Phillies beat the Cubs in extra innings 4-3. The Rays beat the Red Sox in extra innings 10-8. Braves beat the Brewers 7-1. Blue Jays beat the Cardinals 5-4 in extra innings, and the Angels beat the Athletics 7-4.
Yeah. The battle of the A's, huh?
Yep, literally,
Crazy.
literally.
And
So yeah,
any trending topics from the baseball?
no, nothing was trending in baseball. Everything was trending in hockey.
Got you. And in baseball, though, in MLB, was there any weekend games that you notable to like? You think that were like like
I didn't catch anything on the weekend that was crazy.
got you. Got
Nothing out of the ordinary. So
you. Okay.
yeah, nothing crazy that I was like, oh wow,
Yeah, definitely. All right. Well, then let's move on and get into these NHL. What's going on there?
All right, let's pull up NHL. So the Panthers, they beat up the Oilers today. That was trending. Like Edmonton Oilers, a lot of that was trending today.
Oh,
So
wow.
they're back in Florida. So it's they won 6-1 today.
Uh-huh.
You know, so they're up 2-1 in the series.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, that was the Panthers were trending heavy today.
Gotcha.
They got their home fans behind them. They played a good game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's been hot in Florida, brother. So I'm telling you, they had.
Yeah, well, yeah, this was their the Oilers' worst performance in a long time. They said so.
Really? Oh, shit.
At least they got it out of the way.
Right. Right.
You know, so that's fine. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so that's a pretty lopsided score for a finals game. So
Yeah, that's what I mean. So at least they got that out of the way.
yeah,
But
exactly.
usually when you have a game like that, you come back the next game and play real hard. So
Yeah, it should be.
yeah. So yeah. Yes.
All right, that is our NHL news. Let us move on and get into the results from Saturday's UFC 316. So it looks like on your final main event, we had Merab Devanishvili. He actually got a submission by he won by submission, and he submissioned Sean O'Malley in round 3. So that's kind of crazy, but this was a rematch, and Sean O'Malley lost twice to him in a row now. And then for your co-main event, we had the woman bantamweight Juliana Pena against Kayla Harrison, and Kayla Harrison took that one by submission in round 2. Then you had your middleweights. You had Kevin Gastelum against Joe Pfeiffer, and this one I did call. Joe Pfeiffer won in decision. And then you had your bantamweights. You had Mario Bautista against Patchy Mix, and Mario won against Patchy in a decision in round 3 as well. And for your welterweights, we had Vicente Luque against Kevin Holland. I did call this one. Kevin Holland won, and that was a submission in round 2. All right, that was our UFC results for that. Let us move on and see what is going on in the actual trends and the trending news that is on the X platform and also on Google. So we got everybody covered, you know. The first thing I want to talk about is, let's get into it. Okay, let's get into this. So I do want to talk about the protests. Jay, I don't know if you heard, but these like protests that are all going on in LA and now in San Francisco, they actually like took over like a couple of Waymo cars, and they just destroyed these Waymo cars, bro. I don't know if you've seen that or not.
No.
Yeah. So what I'm also reporting on is that the protesters actually moved out of LA today, and they went into Santa Ana because I guess they were and there was clashes over there with protesters and law enforcement in Santa Ana. And I guess they did. I guess they started trying to. ICE went over there to Santa Ana. I guess they went outside Home Depot locations looking for people, and then it stirred up a whole bunch of commotion, and a whole bunch of people went and started protesting, and this is just really getting out of control in LA area, and now it is actually headed into San Francisco, and we're starting to see a little bit of it happening in San Francisco as well. It's getting kind of crazy, but I do have for you guys a picture, or actually some video of what happened with this Waymo that they destroyed. So let me pull that up for you guys real quick. So this is the protesters literally just destroyed this whole Waymo car. Let me pull this up for you guys. Check this out, guys. So yeah, guys, that was that. Pretty crazy stuff happening. Waymo did, in response, say they are limiting access to downtown LA, and also I think in San Francisco they are thinking or have already done the same. And yeah, it's pretty crazy. On top of all this, we have Governor Newsom talking about he's going to be suing the federal government because the federal government deployed the National Guard, and it's like a big no-no supposedly. So now Newsom is trying to, go about with this. It's just kind of crazy. I don't know, Jay. What do you think about all this and what's going on, man?
I don't know, man. I'm not. Yeah, I seen what's going on. Like in LA, I didn't even know it was up here, but I
Mm-hmm.
seen it. I don't really have. Yeah, it's not my place to talk about it. So
Yeah, yeah,
I don't really have much to say about it.
got you, got you.
I just heard President Trump deployed the National Guard. That's what I heard. So
Yeah, and now Newsom is trying to sue him over it.
I don't know.
Crazy, right?
Somebody's got to do something.
Yeah, no, for sure, for
You
sure.
know,
That is true.
let people run around and do shit like that. President Trump understands you got to get a hold on it.
Yeah, no, definitely, definitely. Um, all right, let us move on and let's talk about. So, in these protests, one thing that looks like it's happening and that is clear is that even if you don't get arrested on the spot over there and you think you might be able to get away with some crimes because there is like looting and stuff going on in LA, we are seeing that the FBI is recording everything and they are going to be going after you. So Jay, I know you want to report on that one.
Yeah, yeah. So in LA, there was a guy who was throwing rocks at the federal vehicles. During the anti-ICE riot.
Uh-huh.
So they identified the guy, and so they put out a search warrant. And yeah, so the suspect is the rock thrower. He's now under federal scrutiny, but he's added to the list, and they're gonna get him.
Yeah, definitely.
They began the search at his house. So
Oh, okay.
yeah, so they already started. So that guy he'll be in custody soon. That'll be
Yeah.
easy.
So yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like that's what they're starting to do. They're just like, well, okay, you guys want to mess around and like destroy the property and all this and hurt other people. That's fine, but we're gonna get you. Like we're not gonna like let this slide. So
Well, it's easy. They'll do it with Waymo too. Waymo actually has like 50 cameras, so
yeah, definitely.
whoever did that, they're screwed.
Right.
It'll
Right.
just take some time. That's all.
No, for sure, for sure.
But yeah, so they'll
Uh,
either do time or have to pay a big fine, and if they're not balling, then they'll do the time.
exactly, exactly.
It's not hard. So
Um, so Jay, I know we talked about this a couple like on the show, like maybe on Thursday or something. But I was thinking about this all weekend, bro. I couldn't accept it for what it was. And I kept thinking and thinking, and I kind of came with a conclusion about.
what?
Um, so we all know, me and you've been reporting on this so long now that we both know Trump and Elon, they both play chess. They don't play checkers, bro. They
I
both
know.
play chess. They're both great businessmen, and
Yeah.
they both know how to market like they're really great at it.
Hmm.
Agreed?
Yeah.
So I was thinking about this all weekend long, and I'm like, there is no way that they're just playing checkers right now, and this whole feud they're putting it live out there for everybody to see without like there has to be a bigger picture to this than it just to me it was just way too
Okay.
simple, and it was just like I mean these guys are so smart and sometimes they try to portray to like not be like that, and
Yeah.
they're like they portray things but that's not what it really is because they're all about chess, they're not
Okay.
checkers. So I thought about all this and I came to the conclusion that the reason why the whole feud happened in the first place and why they came up with it to do it together was because Elon is done with the whole Doge program, right? He was already done with everything,
Hmm.
and the people were really like rallying up against him, against Elon Musk. Like Trump already, like you have like a 50-50. Like some people like him, some don't, whatever. But they accept him because he's president. But
Okay.
he started losing a bunch of money on the cars. The Cybertrucks weren't selling. Just so much stuff going on negatively because of him, like helping the Trump administration and like doing these things that he did, which like in our opinion is nothing bad, but a lot of people seen it as a bad thing, and I think they just started like shitting on his brand. So what's the only way he can get a lot of that back? And that is by going against Trump. So that's what I was saying. Like I was thinking about this all weekend long, bro, and there's no freaking way. They're just like being like egotistic like that, and just like what I mean. Like there's so much more. These guys are way too complicated, bro. Their thought process, the way that they do things in life, they're not that simple. You know what I mean? And I guarantee you, they're doing this whole feud because this is really the only one few way where all these people that like were against Elon and Trump can now just vent about Trump, but now they actually might actually, Elon might gain a lot of respect back from that crowd and that community, you know.
Okay.
So I that's really my belief, bro. Like I was really thinking about that. I'm like, there's no way is that simple that they're just feuding and some stupid shit like that,
Mhm.
So I don't know. What do you think?
Honestly, like I said, I think it's more ego. I get where you're going with it.
Yeah, yeah,
I get where you're going with it. I just, like I said, I don't.
yeah.
Hold on one second. Hold on one second.
Do you think I'm going to read? We got Jim Borgini's comment. He just wrote us.
Okay.
He says, "Have you guys noticed there was hardly any protests when Obama deported millions?" Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. So yeah, sorry about that.
No, you good. Did you notice that when Obama deported millions, there was like no protests?
Of course. Why would there be?
Yeah,
Remember?
exactly,
I
exactly.
remember those times.
Yeah. Jim also says this is all intentional and coordinated. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yeah, I mean that's what we're talking about, man. Like at the end of it all, this also could be like a huge distraction for something. I don't know if it's about the whole Epstein thing. I don't know what this could be. It could be a distraction of some sort. Um, and also maybe the whole thing because I know Newsom and Trump don't really get along, and they already said that they're going to go after like people in California, illegals and stuff. So yeah, it is what it is, man. Jim also says same thing with Eric Garner in 2009. Yeah. Yeah, and then I remember they even had protests over that kid. They had a kid. I guess he was like on a boat from Cuba or like Dominican Republic or somewhere. Elias, something like that. And he like ended up in New York or something. And then they had a whole like court case about it, and they were really trying to hold him here, but I think they lost. Like there's been this has been before like this. It's yeah. At the same time, I came to this country, legally, but we had to go through the whole process, me and my family. So, it's like nothing is handed to us. And a lot of people nowadays, I feel like also they're, not coming in legally. They're not going through the system the way they should be. So maybe, I'm not one that like, I definitely don't want to get people's like families all separated and stuff. But, there's a right way and a wrong way to do things. And then Jim says, if the Epstein files was a real issue, the Democrats would have released that pre-election.
Yeah,
Yeah, that
that's
is
true.
that is true. That's why they weren't a real issue. So yeah, who knows? Who knows what's going on with this whole thing? All right, well, let us move on to our next trending topic. And I guess over the weekend there was a shooting on the Strip in Las Vegas. There was a man who and then I guess they found him today. So this is trending. It says there was a man charged in shooting on Las Vegas Strip, and he actually killed two people. His name was Manuel Ruiz. He was 41 years old. He surrendered in Clark County today. So yeah, thank God for that. But yeah, he's booked on 2 counts of open murder with a deadly weapon. Police did not mention a motive. It was not immediately clear whether he has an attorney. But 2 people were shot dead Sunday night in what police called an isolated incident that sent people running in terror. The shots were fired around 10:40 p.m. in the 3600 block of Las Vegas Boulevard, which is right outside the Bellagio Hotel. The Bellagio. Don't you stay there, Jay?
I have.
Yeah.
Cool spot.
Cool spot, right? Damn, that's kind of crazy. Imagine just like being right in front of it and all of a sudden gunshots ring out.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Right? At the Bellagio.
Bellagio's cool. A good
Yeah.
place.
Yeah. But yeah, they did catch the shooter, or he did turn himself in, so thank God for that. Yep. All right. And we also got for you guys some celebrity news. So there was a big mishap today, and a lot of people were very sad because they all thought that Sylvester Stallone passed away. But in fact, it was not Sylvester Stallone. It was a guy by the name of Sly Stone, and
Oh, wow.
you heard about that?
No.
Oh, okay. He was the pioneering leader of funk band Sly and the Family Stone. He died at 82 years old. He has been entered into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in '93, so he was a big deal. He died, with health issues. He had COPD.
Mhm.
He did pass away peacefully, surrounded by his 3 children and closest friend and his extended family. His family said in the statement, "While we mourn his absence, we take solace in knowing that his extraordinary musical legacy will continue to resonate and inspire for generations to come." So yeah, that's pretty cool. But it's kind of crazy because a lot of people know Sylvester Stallone as Sly,
Oh, I know.
and then the last name is Stone. So people didn't really look at the headlines, and they
Yeah.
right away assumed that Sylvester Stallone passed. And so there's a lot of sad people today, and a lot of Sylvester Stallone is like, "What? I died today? Like, what happened? Am I not here? Am I not alive?"
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. Very crazy stuff, man. Today is I think it's about. It might be already. Is it a full moon, Jay? Do you know? It's like
It looks
there's
like
looks like a full moon, right? There's like a lot of crazy shit going on today, bro. Like that I noticed. Like when I was driving, just driving, like people like the way they're acting. I had I had somebody come into my dealership today, and basically, she went up to one of the other they went up to one of the other sales representatives, right?
Yeah.
And they tried. Well, not only did they grab them in their in the private area,
Yeah.
but they also wanted to suck them off in the bathroom.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it was but yeah, crazy, bro, crazy.
That is crazy.
Everybody, and the other manager came in, and he almost wanted to call the police on them. It was a lot of crazy stuff today. And then on my wife's work, some dude went inside the building into the hospital that she works at, and he pulled the freaking fire alarm, bro, and started smoking a cigarette inside the hospital.
Oh my
Then
god.
the security got him outside. He went on the street, laid down, started acting all crazy, bro. The police came and arrested him. My wife recorded everything, bro. She showed it to us.
That's crazy, bro.
Right? Just a lot of crazy shit happening today, man. And then we got banned from TikTok. What else can go wrong?
I'm just curious how. I don't think we're banned from it.
I don't know, but it's definitely we're gonna have to figure that out. I don't know what is going on with TikTok.
I don't think we're banned from it because I told you I was able to, if I wanted to, I could press it.
No, because I that happened to me too, and I pressed it, but it still wouldn't let me go on once I pressed it. So you could try. Maybe try it on your end and see.
I am gonna try it right now. I don't because. Let me see. I'm curious.
Yeah,
that wouldn't make any sense.
It will just record you anyway, but it don't matter.
No, I know. I'm just curious though.
Yeah. It is what it is. We'll see if we can go live on TikTok for you guys because we definitely like tonight we were gonna do a live at the gym for you guys. I don't know because Jay is going through some stuff, so I don't know if we're gonna do that, but we definitely want to do that on TikTok for you guys. So we'll have to see if we can do that or not. But we should be able to get into it. Anyway, we will figure that out for you guys. Let us move on Why? Well, let's Jay. Let have Jay figure out because this is gonna be Jay's segment anyway. So,
Oops. Shit.
and my wife said that's terrible. Hi, baby.
I don't have that stuff on this phone. That's why. So I'd have to obviously I'm on the same Wi-Fi, but I'd have to scan the code in
I
the
got you.
studio.
I got you.
Yeah. So and the thing pops up. So I mean it's right here, but it's trying to
Okay.
scan it, the code.
Okay. Maybe
You
I'll try.
have that on there.
Yeah,
Remember
you know
the
what?
yeah. It's
Well,
okay.
yeah, no, it's all good. I could probably try and do it I could try to do it right
It's
now.
all good, bro.
I think
No
because
worries.
yeah. So Jay, I know you are watching a movie. What movie are we watching for Jay's movie?
I honestly, I turned on the TV just so I could put something on, and let me. It's on commercial right now, but what was on was Ghostbusters.
Oh, it was Ghostbusters.
Yeah, old school one, the first one.
Oh, okay.
It just happened to be on. I wasn't watching it. I was at the hospital, so it was the first thing I turned on the TV, and I was like, oh shit, I'll just keep it on as the movie, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, man.
Oh wow.
Yeah, yeah, old school.
Yeah.
It yeah, it's an old school one, man. It's a good one though. Grew
So
up on it,
you
you
said
know.
it's Ghostbusters? That's what you said?
The very first one. Yeah.
Oh, the very first one. I got you.
Very first one with Dan Aykroyd, Bill you know, Bill Murray and everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Cool. So what is the movie about for all the people that
It's about a lot of cats like they're scientists, basically, and they're in New York City and they decide to just mess with the supernatural and paranormal, meaning like that's what they're into, other dimensions. And basically they start a business and whenever people call, they go and try and solve it when even if it's, but most of the time it's paranormal stuff, you know what I'm saying? And so
okay.
they really start to yeah, they build this whole like grid and everything and then when they start they start working, they actually start catching, entities and then putting them in their like bin that they made. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, so it's pretty. It's funny and it's cool. It's something I grew up on. You know what I mean? Obviously, there's a lot of action, a lot of everything, a lot of ghosts. This is where Slimer. Do you remember Slimer?
Yeah.
They had that. Yeah, they had that ghost Slimer that used to just eat everything. He was
Oh,
one of their first like major things that they caught. One major ghosts. You know,
right.
it was kind of funny.
Yeah. That's
But
good.
yeah, Ghostbusters, bro, super old school, but super, super excellent. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just funny because of the way they all act together. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like
Right.
all the guys, like they have definitely excellent camaraderie, dude. They're right there, by the way.
Yeah.
And yeah, and right there, so Sigourney Weaver was one of their clients, and she ended up getting like possessed and taken over by a like a certain type of god. And then Rick Moranis, which is another one, he gets possessed too. And then they're supposed to meet up, and then the Ghostbusters have to solve this.
Yeah. It's a good
But
movie.
yeah, it's like I said, you could call this. I think everyone has seen Ghostbusters, but that's just me. I think everyone should see it. It's a great film,
No,
old
for
school,
sure. For sure.
super old school. So, but yeah,
What
excellent
do you
film.
rate it? 1 out of 10?
A 10.
10?
I'd
That good,
say,
huh?
yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure. It's something that when you watch, you're like, damn, that was such a like. I think all Ivan Reitman movies were excellent. The director,
Oh, okay.
and it's just something like I said, you could always throw on Ghostbusters and be like, man, that's a cool movie, bro.
Right. Right.
Now I only saw the first two, obviously. There's more than that. I don't know. There's like new ones that came out. I didn't see any of those.
Uh-huh.
When I speak for Ghostbusters, I speak strictly for the first two. The '80s ones.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
That's all I speak for, because I thought those two were excellent.
Yeah. Well, they have an excellent cast too, so that helps.
Exactly. And I also believe this had Stay Puff in it, Stay Puff Marshmallow Man.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. I remember that guy.
Yeah, man. So,
You know, You know, when I first, so the very first gaming system I ever owned was the very original Sega,
Okay.
but like the very original one. You know what I mean? Like right after
Yeah.
Atari. So this wasn't Genesis. This was just the original Sega.
Okay.
And they had a game called Ghostbusters. And to this day, I remember that game because it was one of the only games that was made that I just could not pass it, bro. Like there was nothing I could do. Like it was just the hardest game I ever played as a kid, and it
Wow.
was just, like I could never pass it, bro. It was some crazy shit.
That sucks. That sucks. You couldn't pass it, bro.
I know, and the only reason I remembered it is because that Marshmallow Man comes out, like he was like a boss or something, and then he just like
Yeah.
killing you. Like there's nothing you could do to like beat this guy. It was some crazy
Wow.
shit. Crazy.
Stay puff.
Yep, stay puff.
But yeah, man. It's a very solid film, bro. I haven't actually seen it like fully in. Oh, that's Stay Puff right there. But I haven't seen it in a long, long time, man. Like
Yeah,
it just happened to be on, which is so random.
the
You know what I
marshmallow,
mean? Do what?
the Marshmallow Man.
Yeah, man. Stay Puff, bro.
I'm doing it. What's up? Yeah,
Classic, bro. That is super classic.
it came
But
out.
yeah, man.
Yeah.
Super solid film, bro. Everyone should see Ghostbusters. Now, I don't know about the new ones, like I said. Don't know about the new ones.
Yeah.
But the first two, everyone should watch it for sure.
They didn't see that's crazy. Like so 80s is like a lot of movies. Like I realize like in the 80s is like where the originals came out, and then afterwards like they redid them. But
Yeah, of course.
nowadays like you don't really see many original films, bro. Like it's usually all these remakes and shit. So
Yeah.
I
I
definitely
know.
feel like 70s, 80s, those were all like golden era for like
Oh
better
yeah.
films with color and
Oh yeah, for
yeah,
sure.
stuff
I'd
like
even
that.
say 90s too.
90s for sure.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Nowadays it's all just redone movies, bro. Like it's no
Pretty
excitement.
much. Pretty much.
Or if it's not that, then it's just a sequel to something, like part 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Yeah, exactly.
Mission Impossibles and shit. Like granted, they all have good parts to them, but
Yeah, I
I
can't hate
definitely
on Mission Impossible, man. He started that from ground up, So
I'm just making an example because there's a lot of different movies, not just with Tom Cruise, but a lot of movies where it's like even the Taken series or the Jason Statham series. You know,
I don't know which ones. I think the Mission Impossibles are all Tom Cruise original ones. I think the other one you just said,
no, that's what I'm
Taken. I
saying.
think the Taken ones were very original.
Yeah, so they're original, but what I'm saying is after the first one, they're all very similar. They're just like going after
Oh yeah,
some,
yeah, yeah, yeah. They're just making
that,
more money off it. That's
yeah,
all.
yeah. But
That's all.
it's the same.
Yeah, same premise.
Right.
Got to have a bad guy in the whole nine. That's
Right.
it.
Nothing new and exciting.
Yeah.
So, all right. And who do we do our movies on? Shall we do Belle Murray? Some Belle Murray for us?
Yeah, anyone. There's so many people in that film. Pick anyone.
What is your favorite Bill Murray movie, my friend?
It's a tough one, man, because Bill got a lot of movies.
Well, Bill's a legend, bro. I love Bill Murray. He's definitely top. I'll say like top 7 actors out of the top
For
7.
sure. He's definitely from that era.
Yeah. So,
Oh man, my favorite Bill Murray movie. Holy shit. Fuck.
see, me and you have the same kind of.
That's a tough one, man.
I already got mine figured out.
I'm gonna go a little different. I'm gonna go different because I'm in a different mood.
Okay.
But I'll go. What about Bob?
Okay, that was my underrated.
That movie had me rolling back in the day, bro.
It's a good movie, bro. That was a really
Yeah, that's a solid film, dude, and he definitely led that one
yeah,
for
definitely,
sure.
definitely. Damn it, I wanted to say that one. Shit. All right. And what is your underrated movie of his?
My underrated, and I'm saying it underrated. It's not an underrated movie by at all, but you wouldn't know he's in it unless you watched it, and I'd say Caddyshack
Caddyshack. Okay.
because he played a funny ass part in it, man.
Oh, did he?
Oh fuck yeah, bro! Like it's a solid film, dude.
Hey, solid.
Yeah, very solid film, Caddyshack.
Okay.
Shit was a good ass movie, man. You know what I mean?
Definitely. All right. Let me pick. So for me, when it comes to my favorite movie of his, I'm gonna have to go, and I'm sure you already know, Jay, but I'm gonna go with Groundhog Day. I love that freaking movie,
Yeah,
man.
that was one of my other ones, but I didn't watch it more than I watched What About Bob? Because
No,
Groundhog Day is excellent.
Groundhog Day, I love it, bro. I mean,
Yeah.
that was the original to me of like those kind of movies. That was the original one because then they
Oh,
did like, that Tom Cruise one, the Day of Tomorrow or the Edge of Tomorrow, something like that,
yeah,
where it kept coming.
for sure.
And I thought about Groundhog Day when I saw that movie, and I was like, shit, okay, they really copied off that, you know. As far as my underrated movie of his, though, I'm gonna have to go with Christmas classic. Go with Scrooged.
Okay, yeah, I like that one too.
I really like that movie, man. I definitely because it really like shows you like to be humble and stuff, you know.
Oh yeah, man, that's for sure.
Yeah, so I really did enjoy that movie.
He did excellent in the Ghostbusters series too. But I'll also throw in if you've never seen Stripes, it's a funny ass movie
Yeah,
too,
yeah,
bro.
yeah.
And Kingpin. You wouldn't
Kingpin.
know he's in Kingpin unless you've seen it.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
Really, really funny films, man.
And talking about that, there's another one has to be mentioned, or two maybe, but one
Which
of them
one?
would be Meatballs.
Oh yeah, that's classic. Super
Yeah,
classic.
so he
I
was in.
forgot about that. That's
Yeah,
a solid film too.
and I believe he had a part in Space Jam.
I don't remember. Maybe. He was in Meatballs though.
Meatballs is funny as hell, dude.
Super
Uh,
classic right
yeah,
there.
he was in Space Jam. It is 100%. It is
I don't
100%.
remember him in Space Jam, but
Yeah,
I'm sure he was in it somewhere.
yeah, yeah, he
That
was.
was that era, so
Yeah, exactly,
it would
exactly.
make sense for him to be in it.
Yep. All right. Well, let us move on. That was our movie of the day, and we are currently watching the original Ghostbusters, which Jay rated a 10, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. Cool. Let us get into this Monday's crypto. Let us see what happened in the markets. Did I call the right thing and tell you guys the
Hey,
right way to invest?
sorry.
Or or did I tell you guys the wrong thing and you guys lost a bunch of money because of me? Let us find out. Let us find out, guys. All right. Currently, we have Bitcoin sitting at 109,555. It is up 3.76% in the last 24 hours. And Ethereum, even better, it is your largest altcoin sitting at 2,690. It is actually up 8.2% right now in the last 24 hours. So hats off to you guys if you did listen to me and made a whole bunch of money. And yeah, I definitely I am here for you, but that is not financial advice. Whenever I give it, it is just what I see happening in the markets myself because I do watch them every day. As far as your fear and greed index, we are back in that greed sector. We are at 64 and that very cusp of neutral and greed, but we are going into greed. And now that this whole we're not hearing in the news about Elon and Trump anymore, it looks like we might be going back into extreme greed, which is full on, bull market. So, yep, just hang on tight. And as long as it isn't greed, be careful. Do not put a whole bunch of more money in because you could get rug pulled. As far as your top five trending coins, number one is Bitcoin. Number two is EGLD, which is up 5%. Number three is Ethereum. Number four is Solana, which is up 5%. And number five is True, TRU. That one is up 7.17%. As far as your top five gainers, number one, we have F. It looks like it's a brand new meme coin. Kind of looks almost like Pepe or something like that, but it is just the letter F. And that one is up 3,943%. Then you got number two, Bitball, BTB. That one is up 780%. Number three is Trump with Hat, which is up 570%. Number four is Sora Grok, which is up 567%. And number five is Pepe Trump, which is up 537%. So just FYI, guys, I've been in the markets for a minute, and whenever I see like your top gainers being like meme coins and a bunch of them meme coins, that's when you know that the people that are in the markets now are more like your retail investors. So yeah, this is where that's why it's getting into greed, and you kind of just got to be careful. For the gainers, let's go over top 100 and just see if there's any notable mentions. Let's see, number 24. We got Pika, Pika. That one is up 124%. Then we got number 37, Smart. That one is up 94%. We got number 49, Ox Coin. That one is up 66%. At number 62, we got Lutex. That one is up 52%. At number 75, we got Masha. That one is up 43%. At number 82, we got Fat Fella. That one is up 39%. Last but not least, at number 100, we got Patex. That one is Patex, and that one is up 33% today. All right, guys, that is our crypto for Monday. You know, over the weekend it was kind of going sideways, but it has gone up because it looks like things are moving back on up. Now, let us move on and get into today's horoscope. I'm sorry, for tomorrow's horoscope for you guys. So this is going to be for June 10th, 2025. And as always, we start with the first sign of the zodiac, which is my sign, Aries. Aries, tomorrow you have the freedom to define things for yourself. There may be some alien perspective asking you how you gauge your progress for the day. Let go of comparisons and past expectations. Success does not have to be loud or visible to others. It can be peace, clarity, or simply the pride of having handled something well. Trust this inner guidance. Taurus, let tomorrow's creative energy support your truth and not your timeline. There could come an impatient urge to rush something ahead, but the stars feel slow. Patience should be exercised. The importance now is to keep true to yourself and never push for results. Let your soul lead your actions, even if their pace is slow. Trust that you're in divine timing for you. Gemini, you get to realize what has been growing on the sidelines. Something might come to shine forth from the undercurrents of your life tomorrow, a seed of an idea, a seed of a relationship, or a seed of an inner metamorphosis. It's almost as if the progress toward that goal was not entirely clear before, but now it starts to become evident. Cancer, the change in routine will bring some relief to your soul. There is a minor adjustment to your daily routine that will have a calming effect tomorrow. It may be the way your morning begins or how you end your day, but little things can do a great deal to lighten your emotional load. Don't hesitate to break those patterns and habits that no longer serve you. You are worthy of comfort and clarity. Then we got J sign, Leo. Tomorrow things will flow better with a bit of transparency than with rigidity and control. You might feel tempted to immediately take charge or fix something, whereas the stars want you to be open instead. Honest words and clear intentions will carry more power than trying to manage every single detail. People respond better to truth than perfection. Let your heart lead with clarity and not pressure. Virgo, what you simplify, you strengthen. Tomorrow, choose the path of ease. This gentle clearing applied to your plans, your emotions, and thoughts will allow you to feel more grounded. You don't have to do anything extra to be worthy of great things. Let your focus weigh in on things that really matter. Once you drop all that weight, your energy becomes concentrated and potent. This clarity is your gift, hence, use it well to ensure peace in your day. Libra, with an open heart, an empty appointment book is created. Tomorrow, instead of trying to make space on your calendar, try making space in your emotions. You don't need more time, you need a deep connection. Allow your full presence to everything you feel, allow full presence to love, and allow full presence to expression. Scorpio, be willing to begin before you're ready. Tomorrow invites you to take the first step, whatever size it may be. Even if you are still feeling unsure, waiting for a perfect moment could only delay what your heart has already known. Sometimes courage does not come before doing something, but after. Just start somewhere. Sagittarius, which is also my wife's sign. Strength may be found in idleness. Tomorrow, allow yourself to stop. Not every moment must be filled with action or plans. Clarity and calmness would return in your stillness. Your nature is bright by itself, even fire needs to recharge itself. Let the silence work to recharge you rather than draining you. Doing nothing is not a waste. It is a form of regeneration. Capricorn. Presence creates intimacy, not planning. Tomorrow, disregard structure for an instance and just be there. Genuine connections need your undivided attention, not your perfect plan. Let dialogues flow naturally and let someone truly see you. While your steady nature is appreciated, it is sometimes your openness that forges deeper lines of connection. Throw away the script and just say it. Queries. Next steps might be coming out of rest, not thought. Tomorrow your mind will search for answers, but that is your body and spirit saying to be quiet. Let rest be what directs you. When you cease forcing clarity, it finds you willingly. Be unafraid to retreat. The new directions are born out of stillness. Last but not least, we got our Pisces. You will feel lighter once you stop performing. Tomorrow, drop the mask you wear to please other folks and allow yourself to just be. You do not have to impress, entertain, or explain yourself. Just being is enough. Let go of needing to be perfect, and you will find solace in being real. All right, guys, that is our horoscopes for June 10th, 2025. Like I said, we like to do that to kind of just help guide you along your way. So, yeah, we did that for you. And we also got Brantley Jones in the house. They're saying, yo, what's going on, Brantley? Nice to see you on here. Thank you for being here. Shout out to the 21 people watching, by the way. Please don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and share so we can share this alpha content with you all the time when we do our show. We did also over the weekend do a Chef with Jeff on Saturday, so please don't forget to check that out. Jeff did cook up some good stuff. What did you cook over the weekend for them, brother?
It was a form of chicken piccata, and I put a little like rigatoni and penne pasta on the side.
Oh, on the side, yeah, that thing looks so good. I was like, damn.
Yeah.
My wife was like, "Is that sushi?" I'm like, "No, I don't think so." But it was like you put so much sauce. I was like, "Oh, dude, that shit looks good."
Yeah, I had a few different sauces on there, but with the chicken piccata, like so I had it, and then I had a lot of vegetables too. I made a whole thing of vegetables, so I put that around on the sides.
Nice,
Yeah,
nice.
because I wanted a thing of vegetables, so I did like like both squashes, asparagus, onion, you know, everything, everything. So
Definitely,
I made up a thing of like I said, vegetables just to put on the sides of it. It was
yeah,
good.
yeah,
It was good, healthy, so.
yeah. All right. Well, and also on Sunday, if you missed it, we did do me and my wife. We do a date with Kate session for you guys. So we kind of travel around certain California places in California and Bay Area where we're from, pretty much. So we just kind of show you guys around and the things that we do. We do a date. So on Sunday, we actually went to Ghirardelli Square. That is a famous chocolate factory over here, and we had a nice like Sunday ice cream. So check that out if you want to see what that looks like. We did that for you guys on Sunday, and yeah, we will be over the course of the week. Once we figure everything out, because we got a few issues we still got to take care of. But once we figure that out, we will be also going live for you at the gym. So that'll be kind of cool just to see us and what we do. We do go pretty hard at the gym, especially Jay. So it's gonna be nice to show off that to you guys and show you the different things we do. Uh, and then we got Brantley Jones saying, "Y'all fixing to end the live?" No, we are not ending the live. We
Not
are
yet.
Yeah, we're still good to go for now. We just wanted to share this couple things with you, but we are going to be off probably within the next 10 minutes because we are coming to a close. Let us go over though my conspiracy first. So that is always a good one to go over with. Uh so Jay, I don't know if this ever happened to you, bro, but there's been multiple times now, and I had to do a conspiracy on this because there's literally been multiple times where I'm literally just thinking a thought about something, and all of a sudden, out of nowheres, I freaking get an ad on TV about it. And the craziest thing about it is that this is not something that I've ever said to anybody. I didn't speak it out loud. It was just a thought that I had in my head. And all of a sudden that day, I've never seen a commercial about it before, but a commercial would pop up about this thing in particular that I was thinking about, but I didn't never mention. I never said it out loud to my phone, nothing like that. It was a pure thought I just had in my head. And it was an ad, like with the same, like within the same hour of me thinking this, bro. And I never seen this ad before. Does that has that ever happened to you?
More so the fact that if I talk about stuff, I see it come up.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's this is where this differentiates itself, because I've had this happen way too many times now. Like at first, the first few times it happened, I was like, it's just a coincidence, you know. But bro, it freaked me out yesterday because it happened again yesterday.
Yeah.
And it was so pinpoint that I'm like, no, this is my conspiracy for today about this, bro. Because there is no freaking way in hell that after an hour of me thinking about something, that same hour, I get an ad on it on my Max app, because it's not even like TV. It's on the Max app.
Yeah.
I got an ad about it, bro, and I was like, there's no way. There's no freaking way. So let's talk about it, guys. You know, you're sitting on your couch, you're thinking about buying a new pair of sunglasses. You haven't searched it up, you haven't said it out loud, but the next time you scroll, there's an ad for Ray-Bans. Or better yet, what happened to me, there's an ad on TV for Ray-Bans. And in my case, it was actually bug spray, because I seen like a bug in my bathroom. Like I was chilling like in the bathroom, you know, doing my thing. And I seen a bug and I was like, oh shit, I got to get that bug. I need some bug spray. Like I started thinking how I'm going to do it, how I'm going to take this bug's life. And tell me why, man. I go to watch Game of Thrones, and all of a sudden a freaking bug spray commercial comes on, bro. And I've been watching Game of Thrones, you know, for like what, almost a month now. And bro, this commercial has never came on before, ever.
Yeah.
From Game of Thrones. So I knew right there and then. I knew there's a lot more than we know. And I think from now on, bro, when I like this actually turns me off to like even wanting my phone around me if I'm thinking shit, bro. Like I'm serious.
Yeah.
Like this is
I
getting
get
deep. So let's get into this. You know, is this just a coincidence? You know, I want to talk about this with you guys and see what you guys think. So usually we dismiss it as targeted advertising, but let's pause. What if we're beyond microphones, beyond camera tracking? What if we're at the point where your thoughts are being harvested? Many people worldwide have shared eerie similar stories, thoughts being mirrored in their feeds, ideas echoed by their devices. And guess what? The tech, it may already be here. So, this is going to get kind of deep a little bit, guys, but check this out. In 2019, Facebook funded a research team at UCSF that developed a headset capable of turning brain activity into real-time speech. It wasn't science fiction, it was science. In 2021, Elon Musk's Neuralink showcased a monkey playing Pong with its mind. So let that sink in. If a monkey can control a video game with its thoughts, what do you think they can do with your brain waves? And then, yes, there's DARPA, DARPA, the same U.S. military agency that helped bring us GPS and the internet, has poured billions into brain-computer interface research. They've tested wearable EEGs that can pick up intention and emotion, and then combine that with machine learning algorithms from companies like Google, Meta, and Amazon, and we're fucked, guys. That's imagine the potential for the surveillance of this whole scheme of things. Like this is just getting crazy, you know. So we don't even need to type anymore. We don't even need to speak anymore. We just literally have to think, and things are going to be coming at you, you know, like ads and stuff like that. And at first I was like, damn, like I'm really connected to the earth, man. I got like the power of intention. I'm literally thinking shit and I'm getting it. And yes, that does happen to me. But when it comes to like ads and shit, bro, like, dude, it's getting pretty deep, man. It's getting a lot deeper than what we think. So why would they do this? You know, let's follow the money, guys. Advertising is a multi-trillion-dollar industry. Companies like Meta and Google thrive on one thing: knowing you better than you know yourself. Predicting what you want is no longer good enough. They want you to create the desire. They want to sell you an emotion, but the ultimate goal, be there the moment you think it. Controlling and capturing human thought equals controlling the economy, elections, public opinion, and even revolutions. This isn't just about selling toothpaste, it's about engineering your decisions from the inside out. So I don't know if you guys are understanding what I'm saying or the scope of it, but this technology already exists and they're able to get our thoughts and put them on TV ads. Like I'm basically telling you guys that our thoughts now can be manipulated and they can get us to think shit that we would never even think about. And yeah, bro, it's getting really deep. It's getting really deep, guys. Average Day Joes. So let's talk about the silent harvest. Are your thoughts still private? With smart TVs, always on microphones, EEG enabled headbands for wellness, and even earbuds that measure brainwaves, we are willingly strapping tracking devices to our minds. Companies like Kernel, OpenBCI, and NextMind are creating consumer grade tech that can read your attention, mood, and intent. But here's the twist, you're not the customer, you're the product. And when you speak to Alexa or Siri, those interactions get stored. So, what if ambient thoughts or emotional states are next? Imagine a reality where your device not only knows when you're sad, but serves you content that keeps you scrolling, trapping you in loops of impulse and addiction. Is it a tool or a leash, like a dog leash? So, guys, I want to get into how we protect ourselves from this, from this invasion of our minds, that they're able to just take what our thoughts are now and just, you know what I mean, take that from us or even try to put thoughts in us, and just play off of our emotions. So, how do we protect ourselves from this? Well, first off, we should always turn off your microphones and your location permissions. Limit your smart devices with always on features. Use a VPN if you can, and minimal browsers like Brave. Question every convenience. Is it really worth the cost of your autonomy? And practice mindfulness. Be aware of your emotional states and what triggers your thoughts. The more aware you are of your inner world, the harder it is for others to manipulate it. So yeah, guys, you got to be aware of your inner world. You got to always be in the moment, in the present. Don't just be always off thinking, and then you're always either thinking about the past or the future. You can never, because if you're in the moment, you're not thinking about the present moment because you're in it. So you can't think about it. So you're either going to be in the past and you're going to be depressed because you're always thinking of what if this, what if that, or your mind is always going to be in the future and you're always going to have anxiety because you're trying to create something that hasn't even happened yet. So, you know, this might sound what I'm saying as like a dystopian fiction, but guys, the technology is here, and those in power aren't asking for permission. So the question isn't whether they can read your thoughts. The question is, what will they do with them once they can? So yeah, guys, we just got to be careful, guys. Please look into, if you guys don't believe me, it doesn't matter, but look into it yourselves. Look into these programs I mentioned. Go back to what I was talking about. Look into companies like Kernel, OpenBCI, and NextMind. See what they're doing. See all the technology they're coming out with, and yeah, limit the technology, guys. Like we nowadays, like literally, are putting these smartwatches on us, and now they're like showing us our heart rates, our like you can put them on to like how your dreaming state is, how your dream state is, and the like, guys, it's too much. It's too much. We need to stop, you know? So that's just my thoughts anyway. Uh Brantley Jones says, are you on Twitch? We are not yet, but we are available to put one more social media platform on, and Twitch was the one that me and Jay were discussing. So we probably will be on Twitch in the future. That is the last one that we definitely were like thinking about. So yeah, we will consider that. All right, guys. So that is it for our conspiracy theory. I hope you liked that one. That was kind of a cool one, and it was happening at the moment to me yesterday. So I definitely wanted to report on it because I was like, damn, this is a little too much, So yeah, that is pretty much it for us. We are gonna end the show, and then we are gonna, always we're gonna be here for you all week long. But please also pray for Jay's mom. She did go to the hospital. We were like a half an hour late for our show today because Jay did have a medical emergency. So please have his mom in your guys' prayers, and if you can, just give her a little prayer, for Jay, because yeah, he is going through a little bit right now. With that being said, Jay, do you want to do Jay's final words of wisdom with you and me?
I don't really have a. I didn't. I'll just say, for words of wisdom, just Psalm 91. That's what I'll sum it up. People can read it if they want to read it. Psalm 91. It's a good one. It's a protection one. Like a
Oh, so you're
protection.
saying you're not going to say it. You're just saying for people to
It's
read.
long. It's pretty long.
Is there any
I'd
way
have.
can you give us like a little gist of it, like what, just kind of like a basic
It's like I said. It's like a
protection?
protection prayer. Yeah. So that's why I said Psalm 91.
Okay,
Yeah. To sum it up, you know.
got you, got you.
Yeah. It's pretty long. So yeah.
Yeah, and is that because I'm sure a lot of people don't like read the Bible. So where would they find that Old Testament, New Testament? Like
Uh, Psalm.
that's like Old Testament thing, or I don't know. That's what I'm asking. I know that
Yeah.
there's like two different parts to the Bible. So
New
yeah.
Testament is mostly the Gospels.
Oh, New Testament is the Gospels. Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay, I got you.
Correct.
And then Old Testament is like all the words of God and stuff, right?
Yes, exactly.
Okay. Okay. So say that again. Psalms what for the people?
Psalm 91.
Psalm 91. All right. You know what? Actually,
Yeah.
let me.
It would be in the yeah, like so if you yeah, like I said, it's not going to be in the New Testament. Like I said, that's usually Matthew, Mark, Luke, Paul, all the apostles, you know. So it'll be in the Old Testament.
Got you. Got you.
It's a
All
good
right.
one.
I mean, I was gonna say so. I did pull it up. Is that okay if I just kind of go over it?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So Psalm 91, guys, is basically saying that it's talking about divine protection. The psalm emphasizes God's ability to protect those who trust in Him from various dangers, including snares, disease, terror, and enemies. It also talks about abiding in God's presence. So the psalm starts by stating that those who dwell in the shelter of the Most High will rest in the shadow of the Almighty. This highlights the importance of living in close relationship with God for protection. And it also talks about God's faithfulness. So the psalm stresses God's faithfulness as a shield and rampart for believers, implying his unwavering reliability in protecting them. Also, angelic assistance. God's people are assured of angelic guardianship and protection in all their ways. Victory over evil. The psalm suggests that believers will have victory over evil forces and adversaries, symbolized by images like treading on lions and cobras. And last but not least, God's promises. The psalm concludes with God's own voice affirming his promises of rescue, honor, long life, and salvation for those who love and acknowledge him. Is that pretty well said?
Yeah. Well, especially the way I recognize when you said the beginning of it. So yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
So yeah.
definitely, definitely. All right, guys, and I'm kind of gonna just go over a little like quote. I know Jay, you're going through things, you with your mother and stuff, and it sucks, to have your family ill. So I kind of just pulled up a little brief thing about, when family's ill, because I know there's many people that go through this all the time, and I definitely want to say something for everybody, including you that might be going through this, and just kind of give you guys a little bit of a little spiritual boost up.
It's good.
So, so I guess what I just want to say is, in a lot of cultures, suffering is seen as a part of the path. It's not a detour. When family falls ill, it shakes the heart, but it also, they say like there's a sacred fire that is the courage of what you're going through that is forged, because there's a lesson in everything. And even if the sky collapses, there's a path under your feet. That's a Tibetan saying. But yeah, take heart, walk gently, and know that strength is not in avoiding pain. it isn't continuing with love. We rise not just for ourselves, but for those we carry in our hearts. So yeah, that's kind of just what I wanted to say.
Good one.
Uh, yeah, thank you. That is it for us, pretty much, guys. So yeah, just what am I saying? We will be on tomorrow. Jay is going through a little bit, so hopefully we will see you at 8:30 p.m. tomorrow Pacific time. But if not, if Jay has an emergency or something does come up for either or of us, or either one of us, then we will be on for sure. It just might not be at 8:30, but we are definitely going to be on. So just check us out. On YouTube. You'll always find our shows there by the end of the day. But 8:30 is our scheduled time.
Yeah.
So yeah, so we should be on there, and we will later on in the week probably give you guys a nice gym live as well once we get everything set up for that. All right, guys. Well, that is it for us. Thank you so much to the 23 people watching. Please don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and share. We shall see you back on tomorrow, 8:30 p.m. Pacific time. And like always, health, wealth, and happiness. That is our motto for the show. Until tomorrow, guys.